In this video, we're going to look at creating a page. So right now I am in a course and inside of this folder. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Materials and Add Page. Now I can give this page a title. And from here I could add in any text or images, even videos, or embed items that I want. So like that, I can add in text. I can use any of these text editing tools to change that text. These two are colors. So if I hit the little arrow, I can change my text colors. This is like a background, so I can highlight it certain colors. On this far side, if I automatically kind of want to change things between what maybe is a title, a subtitle, or like paragraph text, I can click here and I can go to heading. So it kind of already makes that like a title-sized format. Another option I have is I can highlight the text and then go to this little chain link icon and do a link. So I can add links right into the text. And I can also use this to make tables. And a lot of times I will use tables to organize information. So if I am creating a page and I want maybe to display help information, I might use the left side here, and I'm going to show you how to insert a picture at the same time, but I'm going to go to Insert Content, Image Media, Attach File, and I'm going to use my help icon. So you can see here's my table, put like the icon on this left side. I'm going to delete a row of space that's up there, but I'm going to shrink this back down. Then I'm going to click in the right side. And I can add that text on the right. So that way I can have a picture and text basically within the same row. If you don't do a table and you add a picture and text, your text will either appear above the picture or below the picture. So using tables is kind of a great way to be able to have those two items aligned with each other. Right now the grid lines are turned off. If you don't want to see the grid lines in a table, this very first one, when you're clicked on the table, will turn that border off. And you can see in mine, it just turns into a bunch of little dots, just letting you know where the table is. But when we go to see this later, you won't see this table anymore. You also have the options kind of to add rows, add columns, delete columns, merge cells, split cells back up, and then delete the table as a whole. So those are kind of your tools up here. You also have the option, that same image media tool that we used just a little bit ago. So if we go to Insert Content, that image media, I can pull files up to 100 megabytes from my computer and hit Attach. I can also do from the web, and if I have a direct link for that picture, I can paste that link in. If I want to do a video, like a YouTube video, a Microsoft Stream video, anything that has an embed code, I can click on this media piece and then just paste the embed code in. When you embed something, it's going to give you this yellow box, basically to show you how big it's going to be on the page. Now at the bottom here, I can also attach files. And any of these that I do down here at the bottom, they're going to show up at the bottom of this page. So anything that I add from here on out is going to show up below this embedded piece. So I could do attach file, and I could attach a file from my computer. I could do a link. Okay, and then that link would show up at the bottom instead of in line with the text. I could add stuff from resources, but typically you're not going to do that too often. The other one you might do is the audio or video recording. And so you can click audio video. You can do audio only, video only. Okay. Start recording. You'll see the little timer running up here. Stop. And then you could play. Start recording. You'll see the little timer running. Okay, if it sounds good, you can go ahead and hit Insert Recording, and you'll see it down here at the bottom. I don't use the external tool button hardly ever. Usually I use those when I do the Add File Link External Tool button instead of within a page. Other options we have at the bottom is you can align it to learning objectives. So if you click on the line, you can go through and find those learning objectives. Usually you're probably going to come down to state standards and pick Kansas. Some other options here is individually assign. So if this page is only meant for certain students, maybe you have a team working on a certain topic, you can do individually assign, and you could type those team members' names in. Or if you've gone to the members tab and created a grading group, you could insert that grading group name there, and it would automatically pull all the kids within that group so that they see this page. Other two buttons down here are publish to students, so that means they can see it right away. If I'm still working on it, I might hide it and hit unpublish. And then there's this display on new page one. So right now they have to click on the title to be able to see all the information we've added. If we do display inline, once they click into this folder, they're automatically going to see this information. So I'm going to give you just a look at how that looks and kind of how our stuff looks up here as well. So I'm going to turn display on new page. I'm going to hit create. So here's our sample page, and right now it's unpublished. I'm going to go ahead and publish this. You'll see kind of the gray background disappear. So now if I had students in this course, they would be able to see this page. Now if I hit sample page, there's all my stuff. There's my link. So you can see it opens up where I want it to go. There's my picture, and you can see that table is truly invisible. There's that little audio recording, and they'd have to hit view, that little magnifying glass, but then they can start that from there. Here's that embedded video. So this is kind of how that page looks. Like I said, they have to click on this to see that information. And sometimes this is a good thing if you have kind of extra information, information that maybe is not as important. You might leave it as a page like this just to keep your Schoology site looking, or your Schoology course looking cleaner. But if you have really important information you want to make sure that they see, I would say make sure that we turn on the display inline. So now as soon as we enter this folder, all of this is going to show up. So there's just kind of a quick crash course on how to create a page. There are more videos on embedding items. As you can see, there's a video on embedding a Microsoft form, but there's also other ones on just embedding items in general, embedding Office 365 files like PowerPoint, Word, or Excel documents. And then there's also one on embedding Microsoft Sways.